still kind of in its infancy, is something called Amazon Live. But this is something that Amazon's really focused on and really trying to build the momentum to. So it's something that you need to understand as an Amazon seller. You may not be doing this as you first begin, but it's something to think about and something that's going to become bigger and bigger. So Amazon Live is kind of like an infomercial on Amazon that exists on the product pages. And it's got its own like little cult following with some of the presenters and everything, where you can actually present your products live and demonstrate them. And it can drive a lot of traffic during key times if done properly. So I've invited Ehud Segev on to actually talk about Amazon Live and how it works and how you might be able to think about it into your long-term strategy of marketing your products on Amazon. So enjoy this module, and we'll see you again in the next module.
Hi everybody, my name is Ehud Segev and I know live streaming. How do I know live streaming so well? Well, the story is very easy. I'm now in the studios of Top Rated, which is a company that started live streaming e-commerce on Amazon Live a few years ago when Amazon Live just began. So the story is very easy. On March of 2019, a bunch of you got an email from Amazon for every brand that was brand registered on Amazon telling them, hey guys, we created a brand new platform called Amazon Live and we want you to stream on this platform. Well, I contacted Amazon and I said, hey guys, we have a TV studio and we're doing a full production videos for Amazon sellers. Why not have us produce videos for Amazon sellers? So they asked me to come all the way there. And I was actually flying from Tel Aviv in Israel to the States to meet with the Amazon Live team. I showed them everything and they loved it. And they said, okay, we want you to have your own channel on Amazon Live. So we were the first influencers channel on Amazon before there were even influencer channels on Amazon. Why am I telling you this? Because I understand Amazon Live so well, and I learned so much in those few years that I've been streaming on Amazon, and I've seen so much, and I'm going to share everything with you. So if you want to hear everything I know, just sit back, relax, and enjoy my little video here, and I'll explain everything to you. So let me just start by telling you why Amazon Live is such an important thing for you as a brand. Okay, let's take a look at our neighbors, which are kind of far neighbors, but I'm talking about China. China are supposed to be generating $300 billion of product sales by the end of this year, and this is recorded in 2021. So by the end of 2021, all researchers and all these people that are doing the analysis are telling us that in China, Taobao, AliExpress, all these companies are going to be generating $300 billion. Think about this astronomical number. It's huge, and it's a big portion of the entire e-commerce industry in China. So let's stop for a second and think about us in America. What's happening here? Okay, so China are going to generate $300 billion, and here in America, we're like 15% of it. We're like literally even less. It's like divided by 15, we're at like 10, $12 billion. That's what we're generating here. However, and this is the really cool and interesting thing I want you guys to know. In China, the growth was exponential, which means that just 3 years ago, they generated $68 billion in live streaming. Then the year before, which is last year, they generated $125 billion, and now they're generating $300 billion. So the graph just keeps on growing exponentially, and the same thing is happening here in America, which explains why Jeff Bezos said, hey guys, I want you to create a live channel. I want you to have the huge impact that live streaming has on all over the world, especially in China and Asia. I want it here in America, and I want to control this. And we see this happening also with Walmart and TikTok. They're like connecting together to try to do all this live streaming. We see it with a lot of other options and opportunities with Macy's and other brands that are trying to tap into this crazy world of live streaming. So we understand that live streaming is taking a huge portion of the entire cake. Why is that? Why is that live streaming is so important? I was thinking about it a lot during the last few years as I saw like the platform growing, and I was asking myself, how come it's like so important? And then it came to me. When we used to go into a shopping mall a few years ago, we would go into a store and we would say to the guy, hey, I need a chef knife, right? And the guy would look at me and say, hey, sure, we have these chef knives. This is a good one. This is a better one. This is not a good one. But here I recommend taking this one for $49.99. But he would say, if you want this knife to keep on working so good for so many years, I would recommend that you also grab this sharpening stone that will really allow you to get this knife to work even better and better. And before you go and check out, I highly recommend that you'll grab this cutting board that will really work perfectly with this chef knife, and it's going to give you an amazing opportunity. We realized that now we don't have this. But what live streaming allows us to do is to go into an online mall, like an online mall, to walk into this virtual place. And as we go into a product, see this person that is actually talking about our product or a similar product, and he's actually offering us the ability to buy the product, answer our questions live. If he has a special promotion, he will tell us, hey, I know you wanted this knife, but this knife is actually on sale right now, 25% off. And it creates this, fear of missing out. So I want to watch his life. I want to make sure that I know all his deals. I want to know what he's up to. And I can ask him, hey, tell me that metal, is that like stainless steel? What is it made of? And he will tell you, this is a Mitsubishi Japan crazy, amazing diamond, blade. This is quite amazing. This is like literally how everything is changing around us, because we used to do the shopping in a mall and now we're doing it in a virtual mall. Amazon and Taobao and AliExpress, all these like companies that are doing those things in China, realize that it's so much different than everything that we were used to. So let me explain to you. If in the 80s, the shopping network, right? The home shopping network, the QVC, those channels, the infomercials. We used to go home and open television and watch this like live infomercial and would say, okay, let's have them sell something to us. That was what I called passive shopping. We would just turn on the TV and say, sell anything to me. I'm ready to buy, right? And that was huge. However, in the past few years, we see a decline in the sales of all these channels. So all these channels are no longer making the billions of dollars that they used to make. They're literally getting into this plateau. And why? Because shopping is moving online. Those live TV shows that we used to see at home are moving to the internet. Okay, so while they are declining in sales, live streaming is actually escalating. The entire industry is like jumping and growing up and higher. It's just amazing. Okay, so what is the main difference between those passive shopping to what I call now active live streaming shopping? Let me explain it to you. It's very simple. When we go online, we actually search for a keyword. So we have an intent. We are going to buy a specific product. And it could be anything. It could be that chef knife or a garlic press or a silicone spatula, right? It depends on where you learn how to sell on Amazon. You would remember those keywords, silicone spatula. That's a riddle for you guys. If you're good Amazon sellers for many years, when I'll say silicone spatula, you know who I mean. If I say garlic press, I know who taught you. If I will tell you those things. So basically, whatever you're looking for, you have an intent to buy. That is not what used to be in the 80s or the 90s when we turned on the TV for the home shopping network. Now we're actually looking for a product and we are ready to buy this product. Now, when we go into the search results or we're going inside the product listing itself, we actually see a live stream happening live inside this product page. So if you guys didn't see it yet, it means you're probably living in a deserted island, because almost every product on Amazon already experienced now or then, a live streaming video on the product itself. And Amazon are not dumb. They know what they're doing. They're putting that live stream straight below the hero images because they know how impactful this live stream is. What happens behind the scenes? So I am actually going to buy a garlic press, or I'm going to buy this chef knife. And when I see that live stream, I'm getting these amazing ideas. So now I no longer want to just buy this chef knife because I've just seen that I can also get that sharpening stone that will keep that knife sharp for years to come and not just for the next few months. I'm discovering this amazing bamboo cutting board that allows me to really take this knife and do amazing things with it, right? So all of a sudden, my experience, my entire shopping experience just became so much more exciting, right? Now I get to get all these clues, hints, tips, whatever you want to call it, from that live streamer that knows what he's talking about, right? So this is how live streaming is completely changing everything. If we used to go to a store and get the experience over there, now we want to experience the same thing on a live stream experience on the internet. And this is why live streaming is so important. What I want you to remember is that Amazon is all about traffic and conversions. And Amazon Live and live streaming as a whole is actually an amazing thing to help you generate more traffic and also make your product convert better. Let's look at the past, okay? So 2019, the platform is just starting. Amazon are announcing it, and there you go. They have like this Amazon Live portal. You go to amazon.com/live, and you see this big hero video that was, showing a lot of not live recorded video because they didn't have any content, almost no content at all. And below it, there was like this strip of videos, and that's it, like previously streamed, and it was so basic. And they just started playing with it and saying, okay, let's do that live, let's see how it works. They started by having their own team doing the Amazon Live videos that were lasting, I think in the beginning, like 8 hours, and then it got shrinked into 4 hours. So they were just trying to figure out how to utilize it. They literally didn't know a lot. It was just a lot of games and playing and planning, as they go. So there you have it. You have that Amazon Live. You can actually have a little app, and you can go live using this phone app only on iPhone. It doesn't exist on an Android or anything, only on an iPhone. You would use your iPhone, but since the first day, they were actually allowing you to also connect an external source. So you could use software like OBS, the Open Broadcasting software that is free to actually stream in a higher quality production-wise. So it didn't work, it didn't generate a lot of sales. The only people who actually saw sales are the ones who use the Amazon Live team live streams on the channel, because they were actually streaming the deal of the day, all these great products, and their live stream was actually appearing in a very hot location. So Amazon Live were asking themselves, the team, okay, how can we help those brands get more and more views? So what they did is that every time someone went live, they started a campaign for them that was free. That was a really cool thing. So they would put those live streams inside ad placements all over the Amazon platform. So if you would look for a product, you would scroll down, bam, you would see live right now. And that was like their own way of getting more engagement and more people to watch those lives. I was just beginning. I was doing my first lives, and every live I was doing, I was getting over 10,000 people watching me. It was crazy. It was like times that I was like, oh my gosh, I do a show on YouTube, I get 100 people to see me. I do a show on Amazon Live, 10,000 people are watching me. What is going on? But then, the more you learn about the system, you started realizing what is happening behind the scenes. At least me, that I was doing all this reverse engineering. I was trying to figure out what's going on. I'm getting so many people to see my videos, but I'm not generating sales. Something is weird. And then I started really, going deep and trying to figure out what was going on the Amazon Live thing. What are they trying to do? And I realized that they really just, when you go live, they boost you in this campaign and they put you in actual ad placements. So instead of putting an ad, they would put watch this live streaming that is happening right now. So I tested it a lot, and I said, okay, let's try to do a 1 hour show, and let's try to do a 30-minute show, and let's try to do a 10-minute show, and a 5-minute show, and a 2-minute show, and a 1-minute show. And what I realized is that you can do literally a 2 or 3-minute show and get the same amount of people watching you, like thousands of people. But if you do 10 minutes, you get the same amount of people. If you do 20 minutes, the same amount of people, 30 minutes, an hour, something was fishy. And then I realized, okay, so once you go live, boom, they push that campaign and it's over. If you were able to capture from those thousands of people that are supposed to be seeing you, you'll be able to capture some people to actually view your live streams. You'll be able to sell them or something, but nobody was watching. Why? Because it was all over the place. They didn't have they didn't have anything. You would just go live and they would show you to the most unrelated people in those video ads. So most people didn't even click it. They didn't unmute you so they can hear what you're talking about. They would just, going through the Amazon app, and as they see that Amazon ad placement with my live stream, they would just keep on scrolling up until it would disappear. So it was considered an engagement or someone viewing my live, even though they literally moved past that video and I saw 10,000 people watching me, but literally zero were actually interested in what I had to say. So this is how Amazon Live started. I want you to see the big gap of what happened. So when we realized that, unfortunately, we were trying to make the best out of the system, and it wasn't working as good because they didn't like it, the guys on Amazon Live, and they told us. But what we did is, rather than doing like those engaging shows, we would just keep on showing the same videos again and again every 2-3 minutes, so we'll get that huge amount of impressions. But that wasn't fair because that wasn't really live. Most of these videos were pre-recorded videos. And then we get a phone call. And the guys, we used to do a phone call like every week or two with the amazing guys at the Amazon Live team. And they told us, listen, guys, this is Amazon Live. You have to stop putting those short videos again and again because other people are doing it too. And when we tell them that it's not fair, they say, hey, the top-rated studio are doing it. And they're like the biggest channel you have there right now. So if they can do it, why can't we? Okay, we stopped doing it. We had to stop doing it because we wanted to, still be the best ones and the biggest ones over there in the platform. So we actually started doing the live experiences. But it wasn't working, guys. It wasn't working. And then Amazon started creating categories. So you would have another strip of videos for kitchen, and another one for sports, and another one for baby. And that actually they started realizing how important it is to really choose the niches. And we'll talk about it in a few minutes, but remember that like different niche, different categories, it's so important to you, right? But they wanted you to get a better engagement with people. So they started telling us, okay, you have to do a minimum of 20 minutes per video stream. And we said, but why? It doesn't make sense because you're boosting us only in the first few minutes. Why should we spend all this time? And said, no, this is really the best way to go. And we want you to create real engagements. And then they came with the big, the Justice Day, how you call it, like the biggest bomb that they dropped. And they said, okay, we are going to stop showing you anywhere. We're stopping with those, campaigns that we would like sponsor you guys everywhere. And you're going to start from zero. Now you will have to start working hard in order to go up the tiers. So we're announcing like 3 different tiers. They have the starter tier, the second tier, and the third tier, which they call the Insider, right? A Rising Star is the first one when we're just starting, and then you have the Insider one, and then you have an A-list that allows you to really reach a lot of more audiences. But then they said, okay, now it's also time to invite influencers to the system. I want you to remember that up until that moment, it was only brands who were brand registered or people who were a part of the vendor program. So now they're saying, okay, now we're finally ready to invite influencers, and we hope that they will bring their own outside traffic. To do that, they had to take the Amazon Associate program that was there before and adjust it and add more stuff to it in order for it to be able to accept those outside influencers. Okay, so they created that on-site program, and they call it the influencer part of the Amazon Associates, and they were able to open the doors for the influencers. We're going to talk about those influencers in a few minutes in the last video that I'm going to do for you. But before I do, I want to concentrate on you as a brand. So now we understand that we have a platform that we can utilize, but how are we going to do that? Are we going to invest in building a studio, buying cameras, buying microphones, buying lights, buying all this equipment that we need in order to create our live streams? Or are we going to hire someone else to do the live stream? So in the next video, we will talk about how influencers are an easy way to go. So you can literally contact an influencer to promote your product. But as a brand, you can also do something that not a lot of people know, which is invite someone else to stream on your behalf under your account. So that means going to Seller Central, going to users and adding permission for someone else to be in your account, not giving them any permission, which is really nice. You don't need to give them any permission. You're just inviting them and they accept your invitation under the email they use as an outsider, whatever, an influencer, a different person who's doing Amazon Live, and they're able to stream using your brand on the Amazon Live platform. But what does it mean? So if they do it for you, that's great. You have someone to actually do the shows for you, and you're good with that. If you decide that you want to build your own studio, you need to think about it and say, okay, I'm going to invest 10, 15, 20, or $50,000. I'll get all the equipment and I'll have everything I need in order to stream from my own office, create a mini studio, maybe in your home, depending on what size of a seller you are. Now, the biggest cost will not be the equipment. The biggest cost will be having someone to actually talk and do the live streams for you. Because remember, Amazon expects you to do longer and longer live streams. And I actually recommend it these days because the more you are live, the more chances you have to meet people along their shopping journey. So if someone goes to your page at 1 p.m. and you're not live, they will not see you. But if you're going to be live between 2 and 4 p.m., so they will actually be able to see you. Now, I don't want to name exact apps. Maybe you're using some kind of a seller software that gives you a heat map and shows you the hours of when most of the people are actually buying your products. There are a few options out there. If you're using one of them, just take a look and see what are the hottest hours of the day that my customers are actually ending up buying my products. And this is when you're going to concentrate on doing content. You might want to hire someone, or, which is, as I said, the most expensive things, because you will need to have a talent that knows how to sell. It's important. Or you're going to choose yourself or someone for your company to do that. Now, why do I not recommend doing all of that? Because as a brand, your videos, your live streams will only appear on your product pages, okay? It can appear on your product pages and it can appear on your storefront, okay? So if it's only your product pages, you are missing out on so much. Okay, so we will talk about it in our next video of how influencers actually solve this situation. And it's not that I'm trying to promote influencers or not. I'm just telling you what's the truth, what's going on. Okay, so if I'm streaming my own products on Amazon, I will only be able to show my live streams on my product pages at the moment. However, because Amazon are always trying to make money on top of everything, Amazon are allowing brands to boost their live streams. So you have to pay a few $100s in order to boost your live stream. But from our own experiences, we did it for others, it wasn't generating the best results. And soon you'll understand why. Okay, so you're able, because Amazon are trying to make as much money as they can. Before you go live, you can say, boost this stream. I'm putting a $400, $500, $200. There's a minimum, so you can put like $20 or $30. And they keep on changing it. It was $100, $200. They keep on changing it because they want to make as much money as they can. And they will start boosting your stream, and it will appear in search results, in other listings that are similar, but you have to pay money for that. You rather take this money and spend it on influencers, and later on you'll understand why. So if I take all of the things that I just taught you, you as a brand have an amazing opportunity to showcase your product in a beautiful way, answer all the questions that your customers might have, use this to educate your customers, which is the most important thing. If you know how to do your live stream correctly, you'll be able to get more sales and have less returns. Listen to this. This is so important. If you can take a product and teach your customer how to use it from the get-go by having them watch that live stream and understand how to use the product, you're actually making them so much smarter and educated. So when they get that product, they will not break it. They will not try to figure out how it's working, will not know what's wrong and just send it back to you. And it will just be amazing. When I say educate your customers, I'm going to give you a mega tip right now. Okay, it's a golden tip that I want to teach you that I gave a few of my big customers in the company. That tip is to utilize your current mailing list and even your emails that you're sending on the Amazon platform, even though you know that they changed the rules and it's kind of harder to get to people because a lot of them are opting out. You have an opportunity to actually tell people on your customer list, on everyone who's buying your product, on your social media, and tell them, hey guys, every week on Wednesday and Friday between 2 and 4 p.m., we are going live to teach you how to use this product, how to get the best out of it and everything. So that's like just one of the most amazing things you can do. Just have people know that every weekday, every Sunday, every Monday, whatever you want, you're sending them back to Amazon Live to watch your live stream, ask you questions live, and then you're getting two things out of it. One, you're getting your current customers that already purchased your product coming and watching your live stream, asking questions before they return the product or just because they want to learn more about it. And you have other people who are not your customers that are actually seeing that other people already bought the product. So it's a social proof that makes them want to buy the product as well. all of them together are generating more sales and more good stuff for you as a brand. So live streaming on specific times, specific days, specific hours is a huge, huge, huge tip that I can give you. And I recommend that you'll do it. Is it recommended? No, guys, it's not recommended to do your brand shows just because I believe that it's too time consuming. It takes too much money to create the production house, to get the talents to talk about your product, all that stuff. And you're missing on something really important. So I want to talk about why influencers, which is the best, biggest thing on Amazon Live right now, are so much better than actually using your own brand to stream live on Amazon. So we first spoke about how Amazon are smart and they're trying to make a big, big, big money from brands. So they tell them, hey, if you want to boost your live stream, go ahead and pay us a few $100s. So we will be boosting your stream on our platform, right? So here's the secret. An influencer account has so much more power than a brand account because an influencer does not need to pay Amazon $1 to boost their live streams in order to get those videos to appear in so many places. Let me tell you a word that everybody hates, but it's so important here. Hijacking. You hate when your product is being hijacked, right? Most of us, especially in the beginning ages of Amazon, before brand registry and before our ability to really kick a lot of people who are trying to hijack our products. But this is what actually we do as influencers on the Amazon Live platform. We're literally hijacking other products. So basically, if I have a product that I want to promote, I can actually show this product and also show an Amazon best-selling product as well in my live stream. And because I'm an influencer, my video will actually appear in the product of that best-selling product. So now think about this amazing opportunity. So basically, you're hijacking, even though you don't do it because Amazon are recommending it. They want you to actually talk about all these best-selling products. But then you see this great product and we say, oh, you love this product. It's a great product. We think it's an amazing product. It's a 5-star product. It's getting a lot of reviews. But you might also consider this new company that is da-da-da-da-da, and this is their product, and this is how their product is so great in comparison to this bestseller. Oh, and we also have a 20% discount for this product. So just tick that button below and you can buy this product. So you see how an influencer has an amazing way of reaching a lot of customers that you would not reach unless you would use that influencer. So again, as a brand, you're not allowed to go into other people's listings, right? Unless you pay a lot of money for boosting. But if you'll take the same amount of money and you'll spend it on a few influencers or on one influencer and you will have them highlight their product in their live stream, you're literally getting even better reach and better results because not only do they reach all these placements on Amazon, they also have their own fans that are getting notifications when they go live. They can actually boost it to their email list or their fans on Instagram, TikTok, or wherever. So this is why I really recommend using live streamers, influencers to actually live stream on your behalf. Now, I want to talk about what's important to remember when you're actually hiring an influencer to work with you. So basically, the fact that you think that you know that a specific influencer is good for you doesn't really mean that that influencer is good for you. Okay, so even if you see an influencer and they get hundreds of views per minute or per second, and you see like that they're very active and their chat keeps on going, it doesn't mean that this influencer will actually make you sell more products. It's funny, but the more we work with so many influencers in our new platform, we realize the data, we're analyzing the data all the time, and we see that sometimes someone is so certain that they're selling baby products, and that's what they do because they go to the garden with their iPhone and they do a video and they open a pop-up tent for the babies, and then they sit on this nice chair, but they end up selling so much more of that chair in the back, in their garden. So they're selling better the home and garden products than they're selling a baby product. Why? Just because something about their stream, about the way that Amazon promotes them, about the people who watch them, that makes them buy other things than what this streamer is actually thinking that he's promoting. So it's sometimes better to follow the data and see who is really great for you as a seller. So we developed this one-of-a-kind tool that actually analyzes everybody and sees what they're selling and what is really good for them so we can actually recommend to the influencer what brands to work with and what products to actually highlight. Why is it so important to the influencer as much as it's important to the brands? Because the influencers are also getting commissions from Amazon to sell those products. So they would rather show more products that are generating more commissions for them rather than showing products that are not ending up and generating sales. So it's a win-win situation. When you're able to choose an influencer that will be able to create a return on investment for your product, and that influencer knows that your product will sell a lot of units, and he will get not only some kind of a brand deal from you if you pay them $50 or $100 or $500 or $1,000. It doesn't matter if they know that they're actually able to get your money and the Amazon commission. Everything is like magic for them. So it's like a really win-win situation. We're all winning. Remember, you're saving on ads, PPC, you're saving money on boosting your video, and you're saving so much money on having your own studio and spending money on a camera and lights and microphones and audio and paying a talent to come to your studio or one of your employees or even yourself. How much is 1 hour worth to you when you work? Is it worth it to you to actually stand and sell the product? Maybe it does. Maybe it does, because many times the owner of the company knows how to sell the product better than anyone else. Okay? So the influencers are great, but we need to educate them sometimes. Okay? So you want to do the following. Listen to this, another golden tip, something that you really have to remember when dealing with influencers on Amazon Live. And this is what you need to do. When an influencer goes on Amazon Live, many times they just want to be happy and not work too much. So they will just add a bunch of products to their carousel and go live, and your product will be one of them, and it's all, dandy and beautiful. But no, it's not. This is a flea market. People are actually using their carousel as a flea market, which means they will put an amazing camera lens and then this pop-up tent for the baby and a chef knife, which is a big, huge no. And they don't understand it yet. We're trying to educate them. I love those influencers. I work with them all the time. And we're telling them, guys, you have to niche down. You have to choose the category very good. But they don't understand the statistics and the way that the Amazon algorithm works. They have no idea what is the Amazon, A9 algorithm. I try to tell them and they're like, what is an ASIN, right? So we teach them how to understand those things and to understand how the Amazon A9 algorithm works in order for them to get more sales. And here's the reason why they have to stop doing those flea market carousels. Because the Amazon algorithm is going like crazy. What should I do? They just spoke about a chef knife. Oh, no, they're talking about a baby product. Oh, no, there's a camera lens here. The Amazon algorithm doesn't know where to spread their word, where to show their live streams, okay? So what we need to tell them is, guys, listen, I want to do a brand deal with you. I want you to promote my product, but it is crucial for me that your show will be consistent with my product. And the reason why is because you will generate much more commissions by concentrating on one category. Because if we're promoting a lens, and with that lens, we'll promote also a shutter, a flash, a tripod, stuff that has to do with the camera, then it changes the game completely. Because then Amazon knows for sure that this live stream should be featured in all the camera-related gears for someone who's trying to do a video shoot or record something, right? So understand that if I'm going to look for a tripod and I will see a live stream of someone talking about an amazing new lens, I'm more inclined to buy this lens because I wasn't looking for a chef knife, and this lens has nothing to do with my chef knife. I was not looking for a baby pop-up tent, and all of a sudden I see this tripod or a camera that are selling. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm just keep on, moving forward and ignoring this video stream. And this is why the biggest secret when doing a live stream with an influencer is making sure that they're 100% focused so you're not losing traction and you're not losing that audience that needs to arrive to you. So remember the following. When you're doing your live stream, you have to pay a lot of money for equipment, for talents, for boosting your videos, and your products, your videos will only appear in your product pages. But when you're hiring an influencer, you're getting to hijack a lot of other competing products. The better those products are, the more views you will get for your product. And those are going to be extremely related products. And someone once told me, no, I don't want to be with my competing products. No, I want to be on my products. And I'm telling them, why? Why? If I'm into buying a Sony television right now, and I will go to Sony and I will look at that television, I don't want to see another Sony television below it because I'm already looking at one. I want to see a Samsung television that's on sale right now. And I'm like, hey, wait, I wanted that Sony television, but if that Samsung is on sale right now and it has that better, I don't know what, resolution, I want to buy this one. So it's so important to be on your other products when you're promoting them. Now, before I let you go, guys, I want to give you the last tip, which is really important. So you have a variety of products in your brand, and some of them are selling better, some of them are selling worse. And you're asking yourself, how do I choose what product to give an influencer to promote in their show? And let me tell you, a very, very important concept. Do not send your bad performing ASINs to any influencer. Always choose your best seller, because that will actually create a halo effect and will allow people who walk into that, who go into that product, to actually buy your other products, products that sold together with, or just going to your brand store and buying the other products, or if you have variations. Always, 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 rule of thumb. Nobody else will tell you. I'm telling you because we tested thousands of products on our platform. Only choose your best seller, because if you're choosing a product which is not a really good seller, what ends up happening is that that video will appear on a competing product, and our talent or a different talent or an influencer will promote that product, and they will say, wait, and we got a lot of text messages in the chat saying, hey guys, you're promoting this product, but I see this product which has half a star more and it's $5 less, and literally they see a better product and they end up buying that product. So what happens is, instead of you getting the sale, you're actually helping another product sell because it has better ranking, better rating, and better reviews from you. So, and probably a better price. So when you're doing the live streaming, do not try to get a bad product off the feet by getting it streamed on Amazon Live. No, guys, that's not a good strategy. Use different ways to get it to a better location. Use whatever you can to get better reviews, better ranking, or give it a better price. Choose your best-selling products, and those are the products you want to stream on Amazon Live. So, of course, there's so many things to talk about. You understand that this live streaming industry is becoming the biggest industry that actually makes people make the decisions. People want to have that live streaming experience because it replicates what they used to have when they walked into a store, and this is the future. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked what I was teaching you. I hope you grabbed some golden nuggets, and I hope you're going to sell a lot of products using live streaming. So until the next time, enjoy Helium 10, enjoy the amazing tools they offer, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Bye-bye.